Hello students, today's topics are Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation and its theoretical proof, spectral distribution of blackbody radiation, Wien's displacement law and Stefan Boltzmann law of radiation. So today, first of all, we will see about Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation and its theoretical proof. Kirchhoff's law of thermal radiation deals with wavelength, specific radiative emission and absorption by a body in thermal equilibrium. According to this law, Kirchhoff's law of heat radiation, the statement is at a given temperature, the ratio of emissive power to coefficient of absorption of a body is equal to the emissive power of a perfect black body at the same temperature for all wavelengths, or for a body emitting and absorbing thermal radiation in thermal equilibrium, the emissivity is equal to its absorptivity. Symbolically, it is written as A equals to E. A is the absorptivity and E is the emissivity, or it can be written as A of lambda equals to E of lambda for all wavelengths. Kirchhoff's law can be theoretically proved by the thought experiment. For this, let us consider, see, A is the antibody, and B is the perfectly black body. Consider A is an ordinary body and B is the perfectly black body. These two bodies, two identical geometrical shapes, placed in an enclosure. The shapes of the two bodies are identical and these two bodies are placed in an enclosure. In thermal equilibrium, both bodies will be at the same temperature as that of the enclosure. Now, let R be the emissive power of body A. R क्या है? Emissive power of body A. Any body A. And R be the emissive power of black body B. And small a be the coefficient of absorption of body A. If capital Q, this Q is the quantity of radiant heat incident on each body in unit time. And what is the QA? QA is the quantity of radiant heat absorbed by body A. Then we will get here, this is the QA is the quantity of radiant heat absorbed by body A is A into Q. Now as the temperature of body A and black body B remains the same, then both must emit the same amount of heat as they absorb in unit time. Means the quantity of radiant heat absorbed by body is equal to the quantity of heat emitted by body A. Is the AQ equals to R. R is the quantity of heat emitted by the body A and AQ is the quantity of radiant heat absorbed by body A. For the perfect black body B, we will get here Q equals to RB. Dividing equation 1 by equation 2, this is the equation 1 and this is the equation 2. Dividing equation 1 by equation 2, we will get here A equals to R upon RB. This Q and this Q get cancelled. Rearranging this equation, we will get here R upon A equals to RB. But R upon RB equals to E. E is the coefficient of emission and it is the ratio of emissive power of the surface to the emissive power of a perfect black body surface at same temperature. R upon RB. and E is the coefficient of emission or emissivity. From equation 3, which equation? From equation 3, this is the equation number 3, A equals to R upon RB, but we have R upon RB is E. So substituting this value R upon RB equals to E in equation 3, we will get here A equals to E. A is the coefficient of absorption and E is the coefficient of emission. Hence, the Kirchhoff's law is theoretical proof. For a body emitting and absorbing thermal radiation in thermal equilibrium, the emissivity is equal to the absorptivity. This is the absorptivity and this is the emissivity. Hence, the Kirchhoff's law is theoretical proof. Next topic is spectral distribution of black body. We know that radiation is nothing but the electromagnetic wave emitted by any body, and electromagnetic wave possess different wavelengths. Then the arrangement of electromagnetic waves according to their wavelength or frequency is called a spectrum. This is the spectrum. Arrangement of the electromagnetic wave according to their wavelength or frequency. This is the spectrum. Lummer and Pringshin studied the energy distribution of black body radiation as a function of wavelength. So, let us observe the graph. Observe this graph. This is the graph. Okay, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Along x-axis, there is a wavelength in nanometer. This is the x-axis and there is a wavelength in nanometer. 1 nanometer equals to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. And along y-axis, this is the y-axis. Along y-axis, there is a radiant power. And you know that radiant power equals to, at higher temperature, the radiant power emitted per unit time per unit area means R equals to Q upon AT. See, in this graph, for 3000 Kelvin, graph is shown by red line. For 4000 Kelvin, graph is shown by blue line. For 5000 Kelvin, graph is shown by black line. And for 5500 Kelvin, the graph is shown by purple line. Like this. Students, the measurements are represented graphically in the form of curves like this, showing variation of radiant power per unit area as a function of different wavelengths lambda at different constant temperatures as shown in the figure, this graph. Observing this graph, there are some observations. Which observations? See, first observation is at a given temperature, the energy is not uniformly distributed in the spectrum. Means, see, in this graph, for shorter wavelength, shorter means कम wavelength पे देखो 5000, 1000 and this. For shorter wavelength, energy distribution is small. This is the small energy distribution. Energy is small. For middle wavelength, energy distribution is large like this. And for larger wavelength, energy distribution is very small like this. That means at a given temperature, the energy is not uniformly distributed in the spectrum. Second observation is at a given temperature, radiant power increases with wavelength and becomes maximum and then decreases with increase in wavelength. That is, we get here lambda max is R max. As shown in the diagram or in this graph, from the graph it is concluded that at a given temperature radiant power increases with wavelength increases like this and becomes maximum. Lambda max becomes maximum and then decreases with increase in wavelength. देखो ये ग्राफ में क्या हो रहा है कि यहाँ पे रेडियंट पावर इंक्रीज हो रहा है यहाँ से विथ वेवलेंथ, है ना, इंक्रीज इन वेवलेंथ. यहाँ पे इंक्रीज हो रही वेवलेंथ 0 से, तो यहाँ पे रेडियंट पावर भी इंक्रीज हो रही and becomes maximums at a certain point. यहाँ पे maximum हो रही and then decreases, यहाँ से decrease हो रही with increase in wavelength. यहाँ पे wavelength increase हो रही और radiant power कैसे हो रहा है, decrease हो रहा है. So it means at a given temperature radiant power increases with increase in wavelength and becomes maximum at this stage, becomes maximum and then decreases with increase in wavelength. As shown in the figure, see यहाँ पे भी और ये ग्राफ में भी और ये ग्राफ में भी क्या हो रहा है कि रेडियंट पावर इंक्रीज हो रहा है विथ इंक्रीज इन वेवलेंथ एंड बिकम्स मैक्सिमम. यहाँ पे मैक्सिमम हो रहा है, यहाँ पे भी मैक्सिमम, यहाँ पे भी मैक्सिमम हो रहा है एंड देन डिक्रीजेस, यहाँ से डिक्रीज हो रहा है विथ इंक्रीज इन वेवलेंथ. अगर ओके, लैम्बडा मैक्स वी विल गेट हियर लैम्बडा मैक्स maximum value equals to R max. It means the wavelength corresponding to the radiation of maximum intensity. Lambda max is the characteristic of the temperature of the radiating power. Remember, it is not the maximum wavelength emitted by the object. Okay. Next is, what is the next? Next is area under curve gives the total radiant power increases with increase in temperature. See in this graph, this shaded region, this is the shaded region under the curve. Okay. Area under the curve gives total radiant power, means the shaded region shows the radiant power for 3000 Kelvin. The shaded region shows the area under the curve gives the total radiant power. Okay. This is the region under the 4000 Kelvin, this curve under the curve for 4000 Kelvin. This region shows the total radiant power. For 5000 Kelvin, this region shows the total radiant power. And for 5500 Kelvin, this region shows the total radiant power. Means the area under the curve gives the total radiant power for all wavelength. Okay. Next is the peak value, that is maximum radiant power has wavelength which is shifted towards shorter wavelength for increase in the temperature. Means, see in the graph, in every graph there is a peak value and this peak value is shifted towards the left, that is shifted towards the y-axis, that is towards the shorter wavelength. That is, the value of lambda max decreases with increase in temperature. Next point is, for 300 Kelvin, means at room temperature, the wavelength corresponding to the maximum radiant power is 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter. And in the graph, see, this is the dotted line is the visible region. Dotted line shows the visible region, that is infrared region. That means at the higher temperature, wavelength corresponding to the maximum radiant power is visible. Okay. Next topic is Wein's displacement law. This law is called the displacement law because as temperature increases, the maximum intensity of radiation emitted by it gets shifted or displaced towards the shorter wavelength side. That's why it is called the displacement law. According to this law, the wavelength corresponding to maximum radiant power is inversely proportional to the absolute temperature. Symbolically, it is written as the wavelength corresponding to the maximum radiant power. It is the wavelength corresponding to the maximum radiant power is inversely proportional to the absolute temperature. It can be written as lambda max equals to B upon T. What is the B? B is the constant of proportionality and it is called the Wein's constant. B is called the Wein's constant and its value is 2.897 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter Kelvin. This is the Wein's displacement law. This law is useful to determine temperatures of distant stars, sun, moon, etc. Okay, next topic is Stefan Boltzmann law of radiation. यहाँ पे ऑफ चाहिए था, of radiation. According to this law, what is the statement? Statement is the rate of emission of radiant energy per unit area or the power radiated per unit area of a perfect black body is directly proportional to the fourth power of its absolute temperature. Symbolically, it is written as this. R is directly proportional to the fourth power of absolute temperature, or R equals to sigma into fourth power of absolute temperature. Sigma is the constant of proportionality and is called the Stephen's constant. Sigma is called the Stephen's constant and its value is 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 joule per meter square second fourth power of K, or watt per meter square fourth power of K. And the dimensions of Stephen's constant are L0, M1, T minus 3 and K to the power minus 4. Students, we know that R equals to Q upon AT. R equals to Q upon AT, but R equals to, we have here R equals to sigma fourth power of absolute temperature. Now comparing these two equations, this and this, we will get here Q upon AT equals to sigma into fourth power of absolute temperature. For ordinary body, we will get here R equals to E sigma into fourth power of T absolute temperature. Here E is the emissivity of the surface and T is the absolute temperature of black body. Keep at lower absolute temperature T0. Now energy radiated per unit time is sigma into fourth power of T and energy radiated per unit time in surrounding is sigma into fourth power of T0. Now net loss of energy by perfect black body per unit time is this: sigma fourth power of T minus sigma fourth power of T0. It is the net loss of energy by perfect black body per unit time. We will get here sigma in bracket fourth power of absolute temperature T minus fourth power of absolute temperature T0. And for ordinary body, we will get here E into sigma in bracket T to the power 4 minus T0 to the power 4. This is for ordinary body and this is for perfect black body. Thank you.